there's a neat little thing that some people don't do is that they don't be accountable for themselves whenever whenever it's like, I don't know what I did wrong, or I don't know, I don't know how to fix this when clearly you're the problem. Like, there are serious situations where you have to go, oh shit, is it me the whole time? But don't do it all the time, because then you'll ask yourself all the time if you're doing something wrong. So, I don't know how to word this, but I guess you would call this the Staniel Smooth Advice Hour. Because I've been told I give good advice. Mm-hmm. I've been told I give good advice by people around me, whether it's friends, family, loved ones, whatever the fuck. I've been told I give good advice, and my response will always be the same. Hey, take your freaking time. Use your freaking head. Don't do anything stupid. And be aware of the people around you. Be aware of the people around you, good or bad. Now, in terms of learning accountability, if, let's say, excuse me, that was my great-ass neck crack.
ASMR moment.
Delightful. If ever you let's say you crash into someone's car and you're clearly speeding. Like, you're going 80 miles an hour in a 40 road. Mm-hmm. And you crash into someone's car, you rear end them. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, I wasn't going that fast. That's not holding yourself accountable. You're still gonna get punched regardless, but at least it'll make you feel better inside your head.
Yeah.
To hold yourself accountable. To be like, hey, listen, I fucked up. I messed up. I clearly was going too fucking fast.
Yeah.
And I made a mistake. I own up to it. If you don't listen in certain situations, let's say you don't listen. I like this little setup I got here where you're just in the chair and I'm right here. I like this. And if you need it, if you don't listen in certain situations, oh, I was listening. It's no, you weren't.
Right.
No, you weren't. You weren't listening because you're drifting off into La La Land, in the land of pixies and prairie dust, or the land of flowers and pixie dust. Let's call it. You went to Neverland. You went to the second star of the right straight off the morning. You went off to Neverland. And then, which people do a lot.
Yeah.
You do a lot.
Yeah, accidentally,
You do a lot, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, that's true.
And then there are some people in our lives that don't hold themselves accountable.
Yeah.
Sometimes we could. There are stories we could tell, but they're not obviously not appropriate to tell here. But there are some people that we know, someone I went to high school with. Great example. Someone I went to high school with was in a very shitty relationship. He said he was in a very shitty relationship. He would constantly say, oh, I'm in such a bad relationship. No, she doesn't listen. She doesn't listen. Oh, she treats me like shit, yada, yada, yada. And then you ask yourself you begin to ask yourself the questions of, what did he do to get himself into that situation? And this is where you throw in the victim blamer card here in this equation. Now, it's a terrible example. It's oh my god, holy shit, Derek's wife stabbed him. Well, what did he do? You see where I'm getting from here? It's that situation. Shit, oh my god, did you hear that Rodney got grounded for the month? What'd he do? Exactly. Hold yourself accountable. What'd you do? What did you do to get yourself in this position? And there are some people that need to be asked that difficult question. What did you do? That's why whenever it
can't always be somebody else's fault.
Can't always be one-sided. Cannot always be one-sided. There's a solution to every problem. There's a yin and yang balance that needs to be set.
Yeah.
50-50, straight down the middle.
Right.
No 80-20, no 80-80, no 60-40, none of that shit. It's straight down the fucking middle. That's how it's got to be.